YouTube channel. Please subscribe the channel and hit the bell icon. Today, I am going to listen the tale of two dads, rich dad versus poor dad. Once upon a time in a small suburban neighborhood, there lived two families. They were close friends, and their children played together, but they couldn't have been more different when it came to their approaches to life, money, and success. This is the story of Rich Dad and Poor Dad. Rich Dad, whose name was Robert, was a self-made millionaire. He was a shrewd businessman, an astute investor, and a visionary thinker. He had built his wealth through a combination of entrepreneurship and wise financial decisions. Robert was not born into wealth. He had started with very little and worked tirelessly to achieve financial independence. His approach to money was rooted in education, financial literacy, and taking calculated risks. On the other hand, Poor Dad, whose name was John, had a completely different perspective on life. He was a hard-working man, holding a stable job as a teacher. John believed in the importance of formal education and job security. He had a modest income, lived within his means, and was content with the simple pleasures of life. John's philosophy was that it was safer to avoid financial risks and focus on the security of a steady paycheck. The two friends often had discussions about their differing beliefs, and it wasn't uncommon for sparks to fly. Robert, the rich dad, would talk passionately about the value of financial education, the power of investments, and the importance of taking control of one's financial destiny. He would often say, "Money is a tool. You need to learn how to use it to your advantage, rather than letting it control you." In contrast, John, the poor dad, believed in the virtues of hard work, discipline, and saving money. He would counter Robert's arguments by saying, "Financial education is fine, but not everyone can be an entrepreneur or investor. It's essential to have a stable job and live within your means." As the years went by, Robert and John's children grew up and started their own journeys. Robert's son, Mike, had been influenced by his father's teachings. He was entrepreneurial-minded and had a passion for learning about money and investments. Mike started a small business, learned about stock trading, and gradually built his wealth. John's son, Tom, on the other hand, followed his father's path. He studied hard, earned a degree, and got a stable job as a teacher, just like his dad. Tom believed in job security and lived a frugal life, saving as much as he could from his salary. Over time, Mike's business grew, and his investments paid off. He became a millionaire in his early 30s, following in his rich dad's footsteps. He enjoyed financial freedom, traveled the world, and had the resources to support causes he was passionate about. Tom, on the other hand, continued working as a teacher, living a modest life. While he was comfortable, he struggled with the feeling of financial insecurity. He often found himself envious of Mike's lifestyle and wished he had taken more financial risks in his younger years. One day, during a gathering of the two families, John approached Robert with a heavy heart. He confessed his worries about his financial future and admitted that he regretted not taking more risks in life. Robert, being the compassionate friend he was, offered to mentor Tom and teach him about financial literacy. Tom was initially hesitant, but seeing the stark difference in his life compared to Mike's, he decided to give it a try. Robert started by teaching Tom the basics of investing, budgeting, and understanding different financial instruments. Tom soaked up the knowledge like a sponge and slowly began to invest his savings. Years passed, and Tom's financial situation improved. He wasn't as wealthy as Mike, but he had built a secure future for himself and his family. He was no longer plagued by the fear of financial insecurity, and he was grateful for the lessons he had learned from both his father and Robert. In the end, the tale of Rich Dad and Poor Dad wasn't about one being better than the other. It was about finding a balance between financial security and the pursuit of one's dreams. Robert and John's friendship remained intact, and they continued to learn from each other's perspectives. The story of Rich Dad and Poor Dad teaches us that there is value in both financial education and hard work. It's not a matter of choosing one over the other, but finding the right balance that suits your goals and aspirations. Ultimately, the key to financial success lies in making informed decisions, taking calculated risks, and staying true to your values. Hope you like the story. Hit the like button and share with your friends. And never forget to subscribe the channel. Thank you.